Hello everybody, Septa here, and in today's Platinum Trophy video, I'm going to be Platinuming Bluey, the video game. Now this Platinum Trophy is by far the most grueling game in Platinum I've gotten on the channel. I mean, this Platinum took me over 1,000 hours to do and has been a huge project I've been working on. I mean, this took me over an entire month to edit, but let's get straight into the video. Basically, Bluey is a children's show, and it starts out at their house with the main characters Bluey and her sister Bingo with their dad and mom. Basically, they're on vacation and want to do this treasure hunt that their father brings up. Basically, his old treasure is hidden with three pieces of the map. I'll talk more about that later. This is our first collectible, which our first task is to grab these stuffed animals, but they're also collectibles. And it's like a zoo down here for rounding up all the animals. Our first trophy of many. This game is going to be very time consuming. After grabbing all the stuffed animals, it's revealed that we are going to be going on a treasure hunt, which basically sets up the entire game. And Gone with the Wind for finishing episode 1. Now, the other part of the game, besides just simple missions, is collectibles. A major part of this game is collectibles. Basically, there are a total of about 100, I believe. There's a bunch of stickers, and then there's 12 other collectibles in each level. Basically, the last one you just saw was me getting a sticker. This is another sticker, but this is like the ball or sports stickers. They're all pretty much the same thing. Just interact with the object or pick it up, and then you could just set it back down, and then it counts for the sticker book. This was kind of overwhelming at the start, but overall I got very used to it. This was just a missable trophy I decided to get quickly. And Bouncy House for reaching maximum height jumping on the trampoline. If you guys are for some reason going for this platinum on your own, you pretty much just hold X over and over again until you pop the trophy. Back to another sports sticker. This one comes with a side trophy and hat trick for scoring 3 goals. Basically, if you're in the backyard, you just come over here to the side yard and kick the soccer ball 3 times to get that trophy. Back on the topic of collectibles, there's 4 main types that you find in every level. There's the leaf bugs, then there's also the cakes, which I find to be a very weird collectible, but basically after you complete the main mission, you get free roam in that location where you can pick up all these collectibles. Another type of collectible is the hockey stick looking thing, but all these pretty much function the same. And the final one is actually the newspaper, but as I said, they pretty much all function the same. And here I actually get another trophy and Family Matters for playing as all 4 members of the Healer family. At first I was scared about this trophy because I thought this meant I had to play as all of them at once, which means I would have been locked out of the platinum, but that is not the case. You just have to play as all 4 characters one time. Now, I'm sure I bored you guys with collectibles, but this is the final type. These are the plant stickers. Basically, you have to find a watering can and fill it up like I did, and then you just put it on a plant to grow it up. And pretty coolies for growing a plant to its final stage. This collectible I had to use a guide for because I couldn't figure out how to get these, and basically they're just obtained from grabbing the watering can, which is over here, and if I can get it, oh, it probably has to be empty, but then you just put water on the flowers. Basically you can, I don't know if I get a sticker for every single one. Okay, I do. So I guess every level I'll be looking for these plants to actually pour on because there's quite a few flowers. The final piece of this game is actually the mini-game portion. Basically, after every level, you get a mini-game to complete, and each mini-game has its own trophy. And Keepy Uppy Expert for hitting the balloon a total of 25 times.
9.
I then moved on to level 2, where we head to a playground to meet up with Bluey's cousin to find the second part of the map. And Flamingo Queen for rescuing Muffin. I realized I didn't say much in the live, but basically she was playing dress up, so we had to also dress up and then play game of the floor is lava to get to her so that we could get the piece.
Let's go, Muffy. We got to get back for
And
lunch.
classic Stripe for finishing
Oh,
episode 2.
girls. Was there anything you wanted to ask Uncle Stripe before we go?
Oh, yeah.
It was.
And after the trophy pops, Muffin's dad, which is this guy, hands us over his piece of the map.
Sorry,
And
girls.
we then get to experience and finish the mission. And Toast is ready for catapulting someone off the seesaw. This is the floor is lava mini game, and while I'm finishing it up, I just wanted to quickly mention a little more about the story of this game. Basically, Muffin's dad is Bandit, which is Bluey's dad's brother. He basically has 2 brothers, and each brother holds their own piece of the map, just to kind of clear that up. And the only way to travel on lava for winning 5 games of the floor is lava. That was honestly really painful to listen to the same dialogue over and over, but it gave us a bunch of stars that's progressing us towards the clothing collectible. Speaking of that brother, in the next mission, he gives Bluey and Bingo a late Christmas present, which is this thing called a Chattermax. Basically, it's this really loud toy, and it kind of terrorizes them for the entirety of the mission. It starts out as them just having to feed it, like here for this trophy. And give me Squeaky for feeding Chattermax.
At least it's educational.
Later, when it was time to retrieve his part of the
I
map,
remember when
the
we gave it all
Chattermax
those
actually
years ago.
decides to
It's a
pull
funny
a
story.
fast one on us and steal his wallet that has the map piece, which sets us back a bit of time as we have to go retrieve it, but eventually we do grab it. Now, I will mention a little more about the Chattermax later, as it does have its own
believe you
minigame
hung
that I
on
did
to
not
it all
complete
these
until later. And with acquiring this third part of the map, we officially figure out that the treasure is in the creek, so that is our final
You finished
location.
this.
And
Now
gotcha
you can
for
play
finishing
Chattermax
episode
Chase.
3.
Stuck like
For the final episode, we head out with Bluey's mom's grandpa, and basically we get a quick trophy at the start of the mission before we head out to actually get the treasure for doing this minigame and getting him twice.
Well done. Granddad is frozen
And
solid
freeze
again.
for
Let's flip
freezing
his
more
towel to
2
bring him back to
times.
normal.
instead.
And basically, once we arrived in the swamp, we had to do a bunch of parkour, which wasn't too difficult, but the mechanics of the game were really annoying, so that actually made this harder than it had to be. But once we met up with their grandpa, we had to pick up trash in the river to basically clean it up. But eventually we do find the treasure, and it's this toy, and we kind of get the sentimental moment of the 3 brothers kind of bonding over fighting over this toy. And basically they fought a lot, and their mom was getting mad at them for how big of fights they were having, so they decided to bury it. Now after this, we kind of are just done with that, and they head to the beach to end their vacation. So this kind of opens up the free roam for us to go back and get the rest of the collectibles.
Great job! You
And the
finished
creek
episode.
is
Now you can
beautiful
play
for finishing
Magic
episode
Xylophone.
4. With the game being completed, I decided to do this minigame trophy where I had to freeze everyone. This is the same minigame from episode 4, except I had to freeze everyone. And Island Rhythms for freezing everyone in less than 30 seconds. I'm sure I'll show gameplay because that trophy took like 10 seconds. And Fancy Ladies for unlocking the first 34 costumes. So now all we really need to do for the platinum is get the last minigame trophy and wrap up all the collectibles. We are nearing the end of the platinum trophy grind. Basically, I was picking up all these last couple trophies. And slide for chaining 3 slides in a row. Honestly, most of the trophies for this platinum I've gotten on my own, but this one I actually did have to use a guide for. Basically, you head to chapter 2, and with one of the adults, head up to the top and spam square on your way down to hit all 3 slides, and you get that trophy. So now we just have the final collectibles, and then we will have the platinum trophy. Okay guys, so I miscalculated some trophies, and I actually have one more minigame trophy. But once I grow this plant up, this should be the last sticker. And yeah, sticky situation for collecting all stickers in the first page of the sticker book. I'm not really going to go too in depth with these. I'll just show like one of the balls, one of the animals, and one of the trees. For this tree, basically for these you just have to find watering cans and a source of water. This one you can use. Basically now I just have to
The
play
Mad Chattermax chase.
the
Creek.
I have to play this 4 more times, I
Let's
believe.
play
4 more times, and then I'll get the
Chattermax
trophy,
chase.
and then we just have 2 more collectibles, and then the platinum. The last mini game I had to do was just doing 5 games of the same mini game we had to do in number 3. It was just grabbing these different little animals. Yes, don't let go for winning 5 games at Chattermax Chase. I'm sure I mentioned how to kind of beat that game mode, but it's just so repetitive and annoying. I don't actually know where the last 2 collectibles are, but that is all we need to do for this platinum trophy. If you've seen, I don't know if I'll even show it, but if you've seen the flamingos and kind of other collectibles, I have not picked those up because they are not required for the platinum. But I'm gonna be real, guys. I do not know where the other collectibles are. I'm gonna be real. So hopefully I won't have to look this up and embarrass myself. Oh, they're over here. This makes sense. Well, guys, here's our last game. These collectibles are so annoying because they make such a big show of everything. And really not that big of a deal. And our last collectible. And all the things for unlocking all puzzle pieces on the first page of the sticker book. Holidays for completing the first page of the sticker book, and the platinum for double hooray for unlocking all the trophies. Now guys, this was kind of my April Fool's Day prank on you guys. As I'm sure in the intro I kind of exaggerated everything, and the thumbnail is definitely an exaggeration. This platinum took me exactly 2 hours and 20 minutes to complete, and I kind of just wanted to push out a quick platinum for you guys to enjoy on April Fool's Day. So without further ado, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.